Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe sindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe sindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe sindiago mo kalaka anatago muwe na be papa mo anatago muwe Chomelala sirike ihe sirike n'ụwa n'ọkpọwa papa mo onye nwe ahụ n'ụwa n'ọkpọwa papa mo unu ahụ n'ọkpọwa papa mo onye na-ajụ m ebe m jere onye na-ajụ m ana m be papa mo anatago m uwe Chomelala sirike anatago m uwe na be papa mo anatago m uwe sindiago mo kalaka anatago m uwe na be papa mo anatago m uwe Chomelala sirike
Omenala siri ezigbo ike. Ana m akpọku ụmụ aja n'Igbo, ụmụ Afrịka ka anyị chigata n'ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ. Mgbe ọbụla ọ dị ka asị n'ihe siri gị ike, chigata kpọmkwuo chi nke ala nna gị, ihe na-esi na nke onye akarịa. Ụtụtụ ọma nụ. Good morning viewers all over the world. The music you just heard now is from Ugwa Group, led by me, Eze-Ana. If you like this music, visit any social media platforms. Yes, the iTunes and rest of them. You can download it. Yes. So, before we dive into today's lecture, viewers all over the world, I greet you all. Afambo Eze-Ana Oraifite. Abụbụ onye isi nchụaja na Ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi deep consultation and lụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission. Bụrụkwazi onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala. So you can call me a priest and an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ why you should avoid charms and occult practices. Why you should avoid charms and occult practices. If you pay attention to this lecture, believe in me, you learn something that will change your life for good. Yes. You are blessed if you are under the influence of my voice right now. We are in the month of November. Our monthly rituals is still ongoing. You can still join because we go monthly rituals. Anywhere in the world, under the sun, you can join us. Distance is never a barrier. In our spiritual work in the temple or in our consultation. Our group ritual is for upliftment, breakthrough, and liberation. We have lots of testimonies, but as you all know, we don't share testimonies on social media. You know why? It's not necessary, not why we are here. But I can tell you we have lots of testimony. This month ritual, we are going to celebrate the 3 years anniversary of this group rituals. It's very unique. So if you want to join in this group rituals, what you have to do is to write 3 prayer requests. Then make token donation to the account number. Chat me on WhatsApp. I will tell you other details we need for you in order to book. This morning I have gone to the temple to make declarations upon the lives of those that join us. and perform rituals. We keep doing it this way till the last day of the month. We visit the waters to offer sacrifices and saraka. Then we proceed back to the temple to offer other sacrifices to entities of powers. Then we pass the never enjoy the tell you we have lots of testimonies. But can you get Nigeria to the weekend? Let's now proceed. Yeah, so if you are interested in joining us or you have any question in today's lecture, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837672. I repeat 0805 7837672 or 0813 8243871. I repeat 0813 8243871. Let's now proceed into today's lecture proper. Yes. Today's lecture, like I said before, the topic of today is why you should avoid charms and occult practices. I will explain. Pay attention. The only thing you can do, if you are following me on our social media platforms, tag your friends, share it, so that they will hear this truth from the horse's mouth. Yes. Then, if you are watching this program, maybe in Eze-Ana TV, you want to follow us on our social media platforms, you can go to our Eze-Ana TV on YouTube. You can search for me, Eze-Ana. Follow our page on Facebook. You can also search for us on TikTok. Let's now proceed. Why you should avoid charms and occult practices. Let me explain. What is charm? Charm is a formulations of vibrations and energies together by a specialist. Yes. And once you formulate those charms for a purpose, the components, what you brought together to formulate that charms, determines what the work of the charm will be. Then, let me remind you, we have negative charms and positive charms. Today I want to talk about negative charms. Once I'm talking about charms that has negative implications, I'm talking about negative charms. Yes. Enwelu leaves, enwelu herbs, enwelu roots, enwelu herbs, enwelu leaves, then enwelu animals. Then the combination of these particular things, because you don't know that leaves have their own energy, herbs have their own. Then so roots, they have their own energy. Then each animal have its own energy and vibrations. So whoever that want to, today I want to talk about negative charms. Because there is some other charm that is positive for well-being. In various towns, they have group charms made by group of persons, village heads. They come together. Example, if there is some town that you will go, you will see Eba to Ebo. The entering point of that town, you will see where they put Ebo to neutralize anything. If you are coming to the town, it's like scanning machine. That Ebo is there to scan you, scan your intention towards the community. If it is evil, the positive charms they put there as Ebo will neutralize it. That is positive. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about individual charms people normally do, maybe to hypnotize somebody, to manipulate, to take what is not theirs, to take what they don't deserve. In fact, let me tell you what charm is all about. Charm is trying to boycott nature. This type of charm I'm talking about, it's charm you use for selfish need, for selfish gain. You want to boycott nature. You want to take advantage by sodium You want to reap what you don't deserve. Let me tell you, in life, whatever good you do or bad you do must flow back to you, the originator. That is the natural laws that says, and I quote, Galatians system, whatever you sow, so shall you reap. Is the natural laws. Yes. The natural forces are in charge of paying anybody his or her own coin. So whatever you sow, you will reap it. That's the natural laws. Now, some people will like to be at the up there to oppress others, to manipulate others, and in order to be on the top, in order to reap what they don't deserve. Some people want to be up, but they don't deserve it. So in order to be there where they don't merit, they will begin to think about charm making, this negative charm making. They will begin to manipulate, bringing one or two in order to hypnotize somebody for the person to do some certain things unwillingly. Because charms is all about dominating. You want to render the other person, yes, less potent in order to be at the top. So charms, those type of charms I'm talking about, is selfish because it doesn't follow the natural laws. But if you want to follow natural laws, the only thing you can do is to charge, do sacrifice, and allow one more to decide whether what you want, the reason why you perform those sacrifices, whether you deserve it. If you deserve it, naturally it will flow back to you. Because what you just did is you appeal. You appeal for a favor. Then it's subject for them to check if you deserve it. Therefore, if you deserve it, more will bring it to you. On your kind of point to favor. You plead, you lobby. What you are trying to do, maybe, opposite no more, either need to follow your chi or you use more na makawele, or use arrows na makawele. Ajan is what he did is to lobby personal relations. Example, let me give you an example. Though for those of you that understand my teaching, I normally like to cite examples. So that if you forget what I said, you will remember my examples. Now, if you are in Nigeria, you are in Nigeria, yes. You are seeking for a contract approval from the Ministry of Works, from the federal government. And you have a friend or a relation as PAMSEC or a top personality in the Ministry of Works. And you submitted your proposal for the contract. And the day you submitted or you are going to submit that proposal, you visited your friend of yours in the ministry. Tell him, brother, please, I'm about to submit this proposal to your ministry. Please use your good office to help me secure this job. If you do, I will give you 3% from the profit I'm going to make. Or you say, brother, see this small envelope. Use it as cola. Rather back up what is and on. Please, this cola in the envelope is just to ginger you as personal relations between me and you, to help me put hand there, so that I will get favorable consideration towards my proposal. The same way as a human being, we normally lobby our chi. We lobby our entities. We lobby to put hand, to show interest in our case. That one is normal. Because you did not hypnotize anybody. You allow it to follow natural process. However, you want to use long leg. That is normal. But what is negative charm I'm talking about is when you want to reformulate a charm to make somebody, to hypnotize somebody, to make the person to lose his senses, for the person to be compelled by fire, by force, to do your bidding without meriting it. To do such and such, some of those things that after doing it, the person will say, am I the one that do this? The person does not work with his senses or her senses anymore because he hypnotized the person, he manipulated the person. This is charms. But let me tell you the implication. Why charms will fail you. Charms will always fail. They have failed people of the old. It will keep failing people now. Let me tell you why. Because what you don't know remains a mystery. So you are not all. Why charm will fail is charm is something that was formulated between time and space. Charm formulation is not only in ordinary. People using herbs, roots, and some certain animals with certain vibrations, certain strengths to formulate it. In the same way with these people that produce medicine. Do you know that some of these medicines you are seeing in the market, maybe produced by pharmaceuticals, contain so many things? Some contain chlorophyll and bismuth and whatever. It's a formulation of certain forces, certain vibrations, certain strengths together and formulate it, bringing them together for a particular purpose. That is drug formulations. And because the drug formulations is something you pick from nature that has beginning and end. I try to use simplest terms for you to understand. The root you take, the herbs, the animals, all the combinations, all those things, etc. and etc. Those things you use to formulate that particular pot of charm or any charm. The component therein is something that has time and space. And anything of that exists between the time and space has expiring date. The same way, if the pharmaceuticals company use some certain vibrations from chemical reactions, or maybe use some leaves, grounded leaves, herbs, and whatever, it's combination of powers, natural powers, components in those either leaf, herbs, or whatever they use to formulate that particular medicine. That's why the medicine will have expiring date. It must have a time where those chemicals, the strength will be no more. Now, instead of at the once you expire, it becomes poisonous to your body. Instead of the formulations to be able to be doing exactly why they are formulated, the reverse will be the case. Because at once you expire, it becomes poison. Are you following? Yes. And there is some certain medicine that by law is not supposed to be sold. It's not supposed to be sold to anybody without doctor's prescriptions. Are you getting me? Because of the nature of that particular medicine. So what am I telling you is this? Know it today and know peace. There is some certain medicine that is so hard drugs, hard medicine, that is not supposed to be given to a novice. Before they will give you such medicine, they will ask you what is you bring doctor's prescriptions. Do you know why they ask you those things? Why they ask you those things? Because those particular medicine has a strong strength that, if you like, you can call them antibiotics. You are not permitted to use it without proving the fact that you are a professional or bring doctor's prescriptions, because it's harmful if you misuse it. So the same thing is charm. Charm, like I told you before, charms expire. The same way medicine produced by pharmaceuticals expire, because the component they use to formulate that particular medicine produced by a pharmaceutical expire. Why it expire is what they use to formulate it has in between the time and space. That is, it has beginning and end. Because even if you plant has expiring dates. That is, plant has how many years a plant can live and it dies. Are you following? The same way roots by any tree can stay for some certain years and it decay. The same way like lion, and let me give you an example. Do you know that lion does not stay more than 25 years? Do you know? Yes. Lion does not stay more than 25 years because of the way it is built. Why tortoise can stay up to 200 years? You know why? Because tortoise is defensive. It doesn't attack. So it doesn't exhibit anger. But lion has anger issue. Even only roar, woo, is anger boiling. So lion doesn't stay long. You understand? So the same way, all the animals used to formulate that particular charm has time and space. So those charms cannot live beyond the formulation, the lifespan of whatever they use to formulate it. The same thing with medicine. The component of the medicine might be maybe chlorophyll and this, that, whatever they formulated those things. They cannot live forever. That's why medicine expire, and that's why charm expire. Once charm expire, it becomes too hazardous, well, hazard to the human health. The same thing with charm. That is why I ask you not to engage yourself in charm, because those dangerous charms will disappoint you at the point of need. Yes, it will disappoint you. The same way with people that normally, that's why I ask people not to engage yourself with occult practices. Do you know the occult practices? Occult practices of you going into occult practice. Let me tell you what is occult practice. Occult practice is when you begin to practice some of those acts in order to catapult yourself to a height which you cannot defend. Catapult to yourself to a certain height where you cannot be able to defend. Catapulting yourself to that height where you cannot be able to withstand and defend yourself when you face any challenge or every attack in that way. So when you start practicing those astral movements and so many other things you normally do in order to be at the top, one, for the fact that you are not well grounded, you are not well rooted, because you did not grow within the ranks. You did not develop your spiritual strength on the ranks in order to be at that top where you are. Now, you are not deeply rooted. If for any reason you were attacked by opponents, you will be defeated. Are you following? If you are attacked by anything, you will be defeated. Are you following? So what you have to do first is this. Pay attention to all those things you need. Example, you are like someone that wants to swim, but on a very good day, you don't know how to swim. But somebody that is guiding you, maybe as a leader or as a mentor, or as a priest, that is guiding you along that line, gave you these swimming aids, maybe life jackets, those oxygen, those swimming aids, you know, all of them. And with the help of those swimming aids, you can be able to swim across Imo River. But on a very good day, you are a novice, you don't know how to swim. So what the person gave you is an aid to help you to achieve some certain things, which naturally on your own capacity, you are not a swimmer. I'm not saying that you cannot swim across Imo River. You can do that with the edge, even if you are a novice. With the edge, you can swim across Imo River. Yes, but you did not develop that swimming skill by your own strength. So you are at the mercy of those aids. So if for any reason, anybody that is your master, that understand how things work in the spiritual realm, sees you swimming across Imo River using swimming aids, the person will know that you are a novice. Are you following? The person will know that you are a novice. And knowing fully well that you are a novice, the person knows what to do in order to incapacitate you. The person knows that with a needle, he will be able to punch all some of those swimming aids you are using and render them invalid. The person can actually off the oxygen you are carrying and you will be drawn. So what it simply means is that you are diving into spiritual realm, which you are novice. You are not familiar with those climate. You are not familiar with the zone, the plane. You are not familiar with the plane. So you become vulnerable to any attack. You see why I ask you not to dive into that. That's why the Bonatino see na only more na. You projected yourself as a master that you can actually swim. But on a very good day, you don't know how to swim. You don't have the skills. But because of swimming aids, you'll be able to swim across the river. Now, that doesn't make you a swimmer. The same thing with charm. If you're a type that normally indulge in charm making, you will make yourself vulnerable to attack. Because no one will care to me. Yes. So for that reason, avoid those natural negative charm making. Avoid those unnatural trying to be at the top while you do not make it merit it, because you cannot defend yourself if there is any attack. Let me give you an example. If you see a swimmer, a real swimmer, if you are inside the Imo River and there is any attack by any animal to you, you'll be able to defend yourself because you're a born swimmer, because you are matured and knows the skills. Defend yourself. Let me also give you another example. We were told when Bishop, this junior pope died. You ask yourself, some people died because they did not put life jacket because they are not swimmers. But even the driver does not wear any life jacket. And when that incident occurred, the driver saved himself. And also, based on the account he gave, he saved another lady. So you can see that if you're a natural swimmer, you will be able to swim to safety and even be able to help somebody. So if you develop spiritual strength by yourself, you will be able to defend yourself from every attack and you can be able to help others in needs. Are you following? But if you expose yourself to spiritual arena, spiritual plane, but you are novice in that area, you are vulnerable to any attack. And your life is in the hand of your occult master. Your hand is in your hand of the people that sees you as a novice, that is guiding you, because they know where your strength lies. They can easily switch it off. So if you are doing charms, maybe you are doing Yokitem or doing anything, don't you know that your strength lies in his hands? You know. Do you know that anytime he wants to spoil that charm, he will spoil it? Do you know? Do you know that you are at the mercy of that particular Biblia or your spiritualist that is leading you? Do you know? Do you know that the spiritualist or Biblia or whatever your master knows your strength and the weak points? He knows your source. So if you displease him or her, he or she can go and spoil your strength. Are you following? So what I'm telling you in essence is that those people can actually spoil it. Yeah, because they know where your strength lies. They know where your strength lies. So why I ask you not to be doing charms is that why by doing charms, your strength is not in your hands. Instead, your strength lies in those charms and those practices you are practicing. And you can be attacked by someone that is a grandmaster in that field. So avoid negative charms. It will disappoint you because you have strength between time and space. But if you develop your spiritual strength, if you are more, all you can do, that is why I told you that instead of me to be doing charms, I'll be doing RC stuff. Because the RC is an entity of power. RC is a spirit. But I'm more than one. So RC and the other more Yachi can project you, can catapult you to another height, the greater planes. Yes, can catapult you to another height. Because they are spirits. They can take you to another plane. But charms can only function and catapult you to only gross material. You know why? Because the formulation and the items used to formulate it is what they got in the world of physical, the gross material items they use. Are you following? So they cannot perform beyond their origin because their origin is gross material items. That is gross material. They used to formulate those charms. So the charm cannot act beyond the origin, the source. But spirits, Yachi, and the other entities of powers, the Aroses, are spiritual beings. Are you following? Arosi is the spiritual beings called and installed. Understand? In any term, the way the Catholic father can use hosts produced by Reverend Sister based on his belief. Now, he made some those sacred statements and declarations, and he is of the opinion that he commanded his Chuku, Jesus, to be under that particular thing. And after that, he starts genuflecting and put it into communion plate or monsters. And chapel. And people will come there and be worshiping their Chuku based on their belief. Now, the same way, we Igbos can call upon the entities of powers in the spiritual realm and anchor them for a purpose under alokosi in full. Now, by so doing for a purpose, like calling upon angel and Kechuku to dwell among us. Are you following? So that's what I'm telling you. So their powers is beyond this gross material. Their powers is beyond this gross material because the origin is spirit. And spirit are there. If you hear about that, what is it? I don't know about you tell ya. I don't know. I don't say can go. I don't say more. You tell ya. It's about say more from related stuff. Yes. Because the real source of more on the Yabo spirits. Let me stop here. So if you have any question in today's lecture, or you want us to do deep consultation for you, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 78 37672. I repeat 0805 78 37672 or 0813 8243 I repeat 0813 8243 See you tomorrow n'oge awa nke eziokwu. Ọ bụrụ na ọnwa egburu gị eji wee chụ aja, emesịa na ọ ya ekwu ome. May the blessing of the Most High be with you and abide with you forever. May the works of your hands begin to yield fruit in the name of the Most High, the Creator of the universe. Can I see